What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. It is Thursday, I believe. Again, completely off for the days. Never know what day it is. But it's almost the weekend, and I'm super excited. Not because of the weekend, but because I have an awesome video for you guys today. Again, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Justin Alanis. I'm a realtor here in the North Carolina area. I'm with Remax Elite Group in Jacksonville, Camp Lejeune, working those areas, right? So, made a recent flip. I was at Keller Williams by the Beach Realty, just made a move, and I gotta tell you, it was a good move for me for sure. And here we go. Let's get on with it, right? Okay, so today's video is going to be about buying versus renting. Now, I wanted to make this video because, get my camera situated here. I wanted to make this video because, in this area, a lot of people want to rent. It's a military town, right? And a lot of people want to rent, want to, not be tied down, have their money tied into this area. They want to move back home maybe after the military and stuff like that. So I'm going to kind of give, some situations, maybe try not to make it too long, but I'm going to give some, some situations as to, the differences between buying and selling, or buying and renting, upfront costs, long-term costs, and exit strategies and stuff like that. So first off, best thing about renting is, I'd say the pros for renting would just be because you're not tied to anything. You don't have your money tied up in this one place. If you need to pack up and move, you can go out, after your lease is up, and stuff like that. It's more of a short-term type of thing, right? So that's one pro for renting. Also, you don't have, a huge, debt to your name or anything like that. It's just a lease. It's a short-term. If it's less than 3 years, it's short-term, right? So no big debt, nothing out of there. I mean, they do run credit. Right now in this area, they're working with 580 or above. Usually that's good to work with. Some places, depending on the quality of the area, can work with anything lower. But, the lower you go in as far as like price, then you're gonna, run into the quality type, the less quality homes, I guess I should put it. So another thing, people like to say that, oh, renting, you save money, you're not paying into this huge debt, you don't have a big debt. But that could be false. In this area, in my area, Camp Lejeune, Jacksonville area, is false. Rental rates right now are super high, and honestly, you can own a home and pay less mortgage to your mortgage for a lot less than what you can pay for somebody else's mortgage, right? And that's what I'm going to talk about. One of the pros of buying, right? You're paying into your own mortgage. You're paying into your own big investment. This is, especially in this area, depending on your area, you can save money and, make money, right? One of my team leaders, what she says, if you can save money and you make money, and, in this area is perfect for that, right? And you can use it as a rental. If are going to be here for, no more than a year or two, you can rent it out after you leave, make some cash flow on it, because again, rental rates are high. You can put it up to $950, say if your mortgage, if you do purchase, it can be, if it's at $650, $700, you can make it $950, $1,000 for rent and make that difference in profit, right? So that's one thing. Cons about renting: a lot of people think you have a lot of upfront costs when it comes to buying. That's 100% untrue. In this town, again, I'm going to speak for my area. If you're military, which is majority of this area, Camp Lejeune, Jacksonville is all pretty much military, or you were just born and raised here, don't want to leave anywhere. So if you're military, get a VA loan, you get 0% down. You don't have to pay a down payment at all. You know what I mean? So you can have a not so good credit and still pay 0% down, right? FHA, they're doing some programs where it can take as little as 3%. Even conventional is even doing 3% right now. Rates are pretty low, are really good rate right now. They're low. They're like high threes, close to fours. So it's always changing. And right now with rents, if you're gonna be a renter, you have application fee. That's one. You have, and each person, if you're just a couple, you're not like married, just boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, you each have to have a rental application fee for that. So that costs double the application fee. In this area, it's like 40 or 45 bucks or whatever it is, right? Pets, if you have pets, sometimes they don't allow aggressive breeds. If you're one of those people that enjoy the pit bulls, Rottweilers, German Shepherds. I'm a German Shepherd lover, so I love my German Shepherds. What's another one? Dobermans, Huskies. I don't know if I said Huskies yet, but Huskies is another one. The aggressive breeds are 100% not allowed. Sometimes they're negotiable, sometimes they're not. Pet fees. You have a non-refundable pet fee, and that is per pet. You have to pay the pet fee for your first one, and then after that it could be a certain amount. Those can range I don't know, anywhere between $50 to $200, even $400. It just depends on the seller and what they want. Security deposit. You have to pay the security deposit. That's probably like 4 things already that you have to pay out of pocket. You have to pay the security deposit, which is usually the first month's rent. Then after you sign the lease, you have to pay the month coming up after that. You know what I mean? So that's 5 different things. You could be out three or 4 grand in just payments trying to get this lease, and you're thinking you're saving money, and you're not gonna pay a lot when you go for rentals. When it comes to buying, I think earnest money deposit, which is usually like a security deposit, but the buyers do get back at closing. That is just like a good faith payment, saying that you're gonna cooperate and probably buy this house. That could be negotiable. That is negotiable between it could be anywhere between $200, $500, $1,000. It all depends on what the sellers want, right? Just so that they're comfortable and feel like you're gonna promise to buy their house for them, right? But you do get it back. It's refundable. Unlike security deposit, it's not. So there's that. It's a big difference. Down payments, again, if you're military, you pay 0 down. We try to get, if you're working with me for to purchase, as me as your real estate agent, you can try to get the sellers to pay your closing costs. Closing costs can be around, $3 grand, $4 grand, but we always try to get the sellers to pay that, and usually it turns out well for us, because it's all negotiating, when it comes for our job, when it comes to our job. So that's one of the things, in this area, it's a lot of people like to rent, but they don't understand that you can actually get a lot for your money when it comes to buying. You could have a $600 payment on a mortgage payment on a $100,000 house here, and it can be pretty decently priced. You can get $150,000 house and pay like $900 a month, depending on your credit score. That's also with an interest rate of about 4%. Depending on your credit score, that can go down, but it just depends, guys. You just have to really know that you're working with a great agent for one thing, and make sure your lender or your agent has a good lender on your side and wants to actually do good, by you. So yeah, I mean, those are really the biggest things, and a lot of the worries for when it comes to renters, a lot of questions, objections that I get. One thing is just that, what if the house doesn't sell if we want to move? We're going to Miami, or we're going back to Arizona, Colorado, whatever it is, and what if the house doesn't sell? And we don't want to be here for, we don't want to be stuck here, or we don't want to be going back to Colorado or Arizona or whatever it is, and continue to pay the house that's in here, North Carolina, or whatever it is, and you know, have two payments if you already bought a house over there in Colorado. That is a big worry. That's a, you know, it's definitely understandable, but you gotta remember, in this area, it is a seller's market, meaning we need sellers. So we have an abundance of buyers right now, and there's not enough inventory. There's not enough houses on the market to even, you know, get them. So they're not getting in any, they're not getting the houses that they want. So if something comes on the market, it's gonna sell really quick. And that's this area, you know, and it's gonna be like this for a while. So that's one thing, you know, that's one worry that they have. And again, if it doesn't sell, or maybe if you don't want to sell it, if it's too soon. Also, by the way, with the VA, if you're, you know, you're military, you know, if you're in this area or wherever you are, if you're a veteran, active duty, whatever it is, maybe sometimes not even, maybe if you're just a spouse of a veteran or whatever it is, you are eligible for the VA loan. It is guaranteed. That is 0% down. There is a limit. I think it's like 450,000 ish. But you do have to live in that that home. That has to be your primary residence for 1 year. That's the only biggest thing. I mean, if you're not gonna stay here for a year, then yeah, your best bet is to rent. You know, just get a quick short-term 6-month lease or month lease, and that's it. But if you're gonna stay here for more than a year, you know, you want to have, you know, a good, comfortable year that you're here, right? You know, you want to be in a nice, you know, home that's, you know, not trashed, you know, and it's not, you know, overpriced for you. You know, if you have a budget, you can definitely fit this in your budget. If it's, you know, if you're into purchasing, if you're open to purchasing, we can definitely fit it in your budget. You're gonna be paying, you know, $200-300 less than what you would in rent, and you're gonna save all that money. And you're, instead of paying somebody else's mortgage when you're renting, because that's pretty much what you do, is another person owns it and you're just living in there and paying their mortgage down for them. So why would you want to do that? You're going to pay a mortgage either way, whether you buy or you rent. It was just whether or not you want to pay for your own mortgage and then, or pay for somebody else's mortgage. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's the biggest thing that is just coming up when it comes to, you know, buy versus rent. It all depends on the situation when it comes down to it. Comes down to your lifestyle, your job. I think having a full-time job is the best thing to do when it comes to qualifying for a to purchase a home. You do need full-time employment, whether you're single or married, it doesn't matter. Yeah, if you're married, they do, the lenders do run both of your credit scores and your income are combined, so it even works better for you. If you're dual military, it's even better. You know, you guys get the BAH and a half, I think, or right now if you're dual military, one of them gets full and then the other gets half. And you know, they go off of that. I mean, if you're military, you're guaranteed a paycheck, you know, every, you know, twice a month, you know. So it just depends on your situation, on whether or not you are gonna be here for longer than, or be wherever for longer than a year or longer than 2 or 3 years. I definitely suggest buying. You get more bang for your buck, and you know, you're just not living in a crappy home. Your overall quality of life is enhanced, and that is, I mean, that's what life's about, right? You want to save money, want to make more money, pocket more money, and enhance your overall quality of life, you know. When I came to this area and was looking to get into a house from an apartment, you know, I was looking at rentals and they were trashed. I mean, they're not taken care of. You know, the owner did not want to do any fixes. It was as is. You know, the tenant does all the fixes, and it just wasn't right. It was too high. Rents were too high. It was like $800, $900, $1,100 a month, and it just wasn't worth what we got for the house. And when we went to go look for something to buy, I mean, houses were like $125,000 and the $130,000 range. We get pretty nice houses here in North Carolina, you know. Like, I mean, my house, it's pretty nice, pretty cute little house. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a farmhouse. farm style house, however you guys want to say it. It's not really open, but it's nice. I mean, it's nice. It's a good starter home. And again, this is not going to be our forever home. This is just for, you know, a short 5-year plan. You know what I mean? That's it. So it just depends on your situation. Again, you know, when it comes down to it, just figure out your situation and you'll be all right. So anyways, that was the video I have today, guys. Again, I've been working with a lot of renters, and you know, I just want to make things clear about that kind of stuff. So anyways, hope you guys having a good day. Hope you guys are out there chasing your dreams, crushing your goals, and I will see you guys next time. Again, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Love you guys. Peace.